Welcome to the April edition of the First Friday video. Beth and I are coming to you today from one of our experience areas on campus, the Scott and Kay Dawson Capital Markets Lab at the Delta Center for Economic Development. This week we have celebrated one of the most important days in Arkansas State University history. Thanks to the hard work of many staff and faculty members, I had the privilege of accepting the largest single gift provided by an individual in ACE State history. The $10 million gift by Neil and Gena Griffin forever changes the course of our College of Business. In his honor, the ASU System Board of Trustees approved our request to name it the Neil Griffin College of Business.
Aside from the Griffins' incredible generosity, what sets this gift apart from others is the way it is directed at two of our most important groups at Arkansas State, our students and our faculty.
A great example is the Griffin Student Investment Fund. Future ACE State students will use this room as space provided by another gift from a proud alumni to make and monitor trades placed with monies made available. They won't be working in theory, they will be responsible to themselves and to future students to maintain and advance the value of this fund.
We are so grateful for the thoughtful decisions of alumni like Scott and Kay and Neil and Gena.
Let's catch you up on some of the other things that happened in this past month. The PAC Fact Walk in March gave voice to several students who shared the impact of sexual violence on their lives. We hosted Sexual Assault Awareness Week that featured more special events and educational opportunities. One of our speakers, Tim Musso, himself was a sexual assault survivor.
Also, Kelly unveiled a special art installation that was a collaboration of our Title IX office with art and design faculty. It'll hang in the Ring Student Union most of the month of April.
One of our speakers at the PAC Fact Walk was Reagan Williams. As a member of the ACE State debate team, she and Kirsten Richey ranked top 16 at the Pi Kappa Delta National Tournament. Engaged and passionate students like Reagan are making a difference all across our campus.
And also, Blaise Taylor was named the 2018 Arthur Ashe Jr. Male Athlete of the Year by Diverse Issues in Higher Education. One of 3 finalists chosen from 40 semifinalists, Blaise was among more than 1,000 outstanding minority student athletes nominated by their respective colleges or universities.
When we talk about the impact that just one student can have and what Arkansas State can do for each student, young men like Blaise and young women like Reagan and Kirsten come to mind. They are representing us at the highest level in our nation.
Speaking of national impact, our students gave back with a record-setting Up Till Dawn fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. More than $100,000 was raised by our students at events, including one that we hosted at our home.
If it seems that we mention it each month, it's because the work on the Completion Commission is vital to our overall success, and we are working daily to make that success happen. The Completion Commission hosted more listening sessions with faculty and students in March. They are helping coordinate faculty and staff who are volunteering to work on registration stations to help students get classes and to prepare for the upcoming fall semester.
We hosted the largest on-campus student recruitment event in early March. Over 600 future Red Wolves and their families toured campus. They met with faculty and they learned about the outstanding academic programs available. We're so thankful to the recruit families and to our faculty and staff who came out that Saturday.
Coming up in April is the annual Convocation of Scholars. This year is the 40th edition of the Convocation. It includes awards and honors banquets for all parts of campus. One of the highlights is Create at State. Our students showcase research they have developed, and we have a record number of ACE State alumni returning to serve as judges and mentors.
Speaking of student leaders, we're looking forward to our first Distinguished Service Awards dinner and the announcement of the Wilson Award recipient during the Convocation of Scholars.
In closing, I want to leave you with one very important word that I've taken to heart this year. At the beginning of every year, I select a word that will determine my actions for the coming year. The word I chose this year was forward, not looking back, but looking forward and all the things that are in front of us. We've spent several months now listening to you and assessing our university. And I say our university because Beth and I have become deeply attached to Arkansas State University. I know I've told you many times how the great stories and history of Arkansas State inspire me. Neil Griffin and his accounting teacher Foster Bowdon are the spirit of this institution. Mr. Griffin, still a young man, but a veteran of the greatest conflict in human history. Mr. Bowdon, also young and a recently hired instructor. It was Bowdon's devotion to his students 7 decades ago that struck a chord with Neil. As a living memorial to the impact of that single teacher, Neil created the H.B. Foster Bowdon Chair of Accountancy. Arkansas State's professors have had that kind of impact on the lives of students for many years. That is the essence of who we are. That's who I strive to be in the classroom myself. It is a type of commitment that I work on every day to support.
You know, people ask why Kelly and I are all in for Arkansas State. I think this is why.
The time for all of us, together, to begin moving our university forward is now. Over the next few months, I will announce new initiatives to capitalize on the outstanding work of those who have come before us. Well, that's it for the April edition of the First Friday video. Don't forget, you can reach me at chancellor@astate.edu, or you can follow me on Twitter or on Facebook. All right, everybody, woes up.